Welcome back. I think we're about to hit day 2. Made some progress in regard to the body that's been hanging. I don't know if we should try to get it down.
Yes?
I think we can go to bed. Even though the door was locked before. Do a preliminary inspection of its different parts. We did that. Oh, we gotta bring it down. Ask around about tattoos, possible meaning. Use Kim Shortway to run the serial number. Ask Kuno Kid throwing the rocks what he knows. Well, not going to bed just yet. Oh, he's stopped. Oh no, he hasn't.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Threw it away. Oh, what? A monkey. Sounds suddenly super low. Just, it's weird. Sounds like it's been cut off. The menu sound. Cows? My liege. Let it be. I don't want to end up shutting him up. Don't want him to feel conscious. Conscious? Self-conscious or guilt? I'm not sure. Drama. Right, we're going to know this guy. Hey, Wobble Penguin. Not quite yet. I can get the body down, but I feel like there's something else I gotta do. I'm getting there. I've done some preliminary investigation on the body while it's hanging. I've got a bit more information, bit more examination details. Now I'm trying to talk to this guy. Yeah, we're not getting through this guy. Hmm. How's it going, Wobble Penguin?
Yes?
Oh, he's got nothing. Yeah, we've got a bit more. Can't bring him down, but I think in order to... Yeah, we've got some of that. Two days? Wow. That's not continuous, is it? Sounds like a lot of ISOs. I think I've missed a few of your streams. Yeah, due to timing. Trying negotiating with cafeteria manager. Great. Yeah, you're in. Do a preliminary inspection of its different parts. I think to do that we have to get the body down. Let's do that one. Run some serial numbers. I think Kim suggested that he needs to go to bed or something like that. I would probably do the same thing if I was in the same mood, if the game got me into that mood. It's incredibly boring in a non-VR mode. Oh, okay. I guess that's the point. What makes it interesting is the VR, I'm guessing. Oh no, we shouldn't do that. Hang on. Hang on. Try and negotiate first, then we use the shortwave to do a few things at the same time. Something weird's going on with this sound in this game after the last few patch. Seems like the audio's going super low. I mean, I'm thankful for that because usually it's super loud, but it feels very, very low. I'm not sure. The music's changed.
Can I help you?
Oh, Kim's about to say something. Let him. He adjusts his glasses. I understand your predicament as a manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business. Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking and stops mid-sentence. I mean, no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Hold on, I still have my keys, you know. Oh, he's locked us out, I think, because we haven't paid up. What was that flicker? I feel bad for Kim. I think I'm about to get money from his secret stash or something. Yeah, that game you played when I was in your last stream looked really frustrating. Especially with the way the save is done. The save point. Transport. Suspect transport enclosure. The cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. The silver edges sparkle in the dark. Wait a second. I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by Martinez Canal. Hang on. Wasn't there a car that jumped over the roof and went across to the other side of the map? Is Kim somehow involved? A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man from going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high. So you took his spinners? Isn't that corruption? I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. What the? Oh, that sounds, yeah, that sounds pretty rough. I probably would have done the same thing as yourself. Interesting. It would be nice to not have to take what he likes. It seems like he wants them. No, that would be silly. He hesitates. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on the MC anywhere. A cop with spinners? That would be outrageous. Yes, outrageously cool. Yes, too wacky. Just not. He flashed a smile, barely visible in the dark. He wants them. I'm sorry you had to sell them because of me. It's only right that we sell them. As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier. But thank you. No, what I'll do is Let's see if there's another way of doing this. I'm really painting myself in the corner with with money issues. Alright, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to have this conversation again and then take them. That is so meta. Sounds likely. Let's... Oh, it is super loud. That is weird. Some things are not that loud. Turn that down a little bit. Oh, didn't give me the option to request funding. Oh man, I gotta do this. Tomorrow? Oh, great. Intersolary law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the Moralitan diadem, alongside APIS and the coalition government. Looks like we're gonna have to do that. Can I save now? Dang. You know what? Let's just save first. Let's save it. Oh, what's this? Now we know your copy types. Wait, there are... Oh, Copo type. Right. Sorry, cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Yes, sorry, cop. The cop was sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on here. What are the other copo types? Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, Advanced, Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. You're too sorry to say those things, so here we go. Wouldn't the other copy types be copy? I keep calling it copies, copo types. Be jealous? I'm sorry. Opt-in. He says I'm sorry. Opt-in. You know, actually I'm not sorry. I changed my mind. Should be sorry. What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual copy type from sorry to anything. What the heck? I'm not even sure if it is a in-game mechanic. It's just, I think it's just a dialogue thing. It's just a weird, I don't even know, terminology within the game. Within the game world, they do things like that, you know. Well, I shouldn't say you know, because I don't even know. It's like a weird style of language where they mash things together. That's the only way I could sort of describe it. It's an internal dialogue. I think it tells me that I'm a sorry cop because I'm not really assertive, perhaps, and I've decided to call myself a sorry cop. So So there's different types of couple type, but I don't know if that's legit or not. If it's something that means anything, or if it's just a layer of flavoring, you know, over this story, over this game. It doesn't really have any, I don't know, story impact or plot impact. Perhaps it's a character descriptor to give it some level of depth. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much. Oh, okay, so there might be something in it. Don't worry then. That's alright. Yeah, let's just be a sorry cop, because I've done some stupid things. Of course you are, it's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million bucks. That would be nice. That won't happen. Thank you, Logic. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's almost done. Negative authority. Oh no. Research time 6 hours. Maybe I shouldn't be sorry. -1 authority. That's horrible. You really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. See, there's a part of me that hates to see these negative numbers, and that's like a very min-maxing, stats-driven mindset. But in this game, I don't think one should really be too caught up with this negative number, because from what I understand, it leads to certain interesting dialogue trees perhaps, or sheds some sort of light on the character. As much as I hate doing that, seeing that, because of the years of playing games and trying to maximize, and I don't even like min-maxing. I hate doing that, trying to meta game the whole thing. It's just horrible for me to play a game like that. I lose touch of just simply enjoying the game, being lost in it. You can't even internalize it yet. Oh, I'm guessing you can only internalize a few things at the same time. Interesting. Yeah. So, I guess I can't do that yet. Unless you can actually forget stuff. What the heck? That is mad, the fact that you can forget things. Alright. Oh, I was gonna save the game, wasn't I? Did I save? I don't think I did. I do wonder what would happen if I did pick a not so sorry cop. Maybe it operates like a allegiance thing, or you know, like D&D, there's chaotic neutral and that sort of thing. Maybe it's similar to that. I'm curious. Three times restarted the game. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand. It really can get to you. Seeing, you know, where the numbers are not where you believe it should be. but it just, I think it spoils the enjoyment of the game. But yeah, I'm glad you made yourself stop doing that. Let's ask for financial assistance. No, I'm not gonna drink it. Huh. Pull on the heartstrings. I keep begging to get to get the cash. See, you've got all these internal dialogues pulling you at which way. The other one was saying, tug at the heartstring, but Volition is saying, what? I thought you had it together. This is nearing a complete meltdown. Stop it. So they're sort of like internal characters. And it really, it has that effect on me. I'm thinking, I'm like second guessing myself. Oh, I've already done all this. Oh, what? You lose that option. Alright, hang on. Let's try that again. I don't want to take the spinners from Kim if he wants them, even though in a way it seems a bit dodgy that he's confiscated them for himself. Although that other person was driving under influence. It's very strange though. I mean, like that he's taken it, not taken it without any specific reason in terms of legalities. Like, shouldn't he be taking away the person's license? Did he say he did that? I don't think so. Huh. Interesting. Wonder how far I can keep pushing this. Alright, so if I pick this, that's not me, that's the character. What? Crazy necktie. There's some sort of weird kink. Whoa. Subterfuge. Well, that's messed up. Lost some morale. We can fix that. Oh, he won't let me sit. Think there's a way of getting it back. Oh, dang. Well, there's a way of getting it back. Kuno. Does that stand for something, perhaps? I don't know if I should reload that part. Maybe not worry about it too much. We need to keep every single cent. Looks like we're not gonna get financial assistance. Oh no. Looks like we run out of option. We have to sell his wheels. It's great. That's fantastic. No, we don't have a lot of choices there. Gotta talk to that dude at the front. Oh. Oh, they've left. Because it's nighttime already. I wonder if they're at the, I don't think they are. If I messed up. Nope, they're not here. I thought they'll be there. It'll be another day. Maybe that other dude won't be there upstairs as well. I could be wrong though. That seemed like they'll be blocking the way. Nope. Measurehead is here. Can't get away from him. I mean, he's not going away. He's there like 24/7. It would be too easy if he ran away. If he did go away, and then you can just walk straight past, straight through. I'm glad the shop's still open at night. Sorry, Kim. I have to sell the spinners. Whoa, what? Did I make that many saves within a short period of time? Appears that I might have.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
Didn't we talked before? You do know that it's not really a fine night. The weather is terrible. How come you're still
The pawn
open?
shop is always open.
He might know about the photo. Can we show him the tattoo? I already talked about this. Didn't even negotiate. Didn't even bargain. Is Kim somehow involved? I don't want to think that he is. That's fair enough. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Show him the photo. No, I'm not trying to sell the photo. I just want him to see if he recognizes it. I don't want to sell that. That's just rude. Hey, have a look at the picture of the dead person. A horrifically decomposing dead person. That's terrible. Oh. Jamais vu. I cannot pronounce that. It's French. Perhaps. Opposite of déjà vu. Cannot pronounce any French word properly. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having, and for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is the fundamental question. 1 XP for every orb clicked. What? What orb? Have I forgotten that already? That's an interesting concept. The opposite of deja vu. But isn't that sort of like a form of dementia? It's familiar, but you feel like you've never experienced it before because the memory's fading away. Oh, this is a horrible thought. A very horrible thought. I can't even internalize it. Huh. Don't know what's the point of that. Alright, let's go pay off our debt. Bill, fine, whatever it's called. This game is a weird way of making me... No, it has a weird way of affecting time in my experience, not the in-game time, but the time that I'm experiencing in real life. It's both fast and slow. That even makes sense at the same time. All right, got.
Can I help you?
Slams the bill down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble. Here's 130. I'm gonna be the most boring cop. I think if I keep apologizing, I get something out of it other than achievement. Maybe. I did cause the trouble. Must be apologetic, as predicted. What? He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have the money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him. I unlocked the electronic lock to your room. That's why I couldn't get in before it's locked. Taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the bar counter. All the doors lock automatically at 2100 hours. Find money for rent to pay. We gotta pay rent. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night. Holy freak. I gotta pay rent. I gotta find money now? He opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too. Of course, he takes the money, hands him key ring. Always happy to have officers from RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Doesn't have a thing about the tattoo on the body. So we gotta get cash. That's mad. That is mad. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Other than taking money from shops. Good night,
Just a
Lieutenant.
moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay. What's with the static? The air outside's brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to traffic hum, then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
We haven't taken the body down just yet. I don't know if it'll affect this conversation. Hopefully it doesn't. I didn't know you smoke, Kim. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. Something of a ritual. Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette. I think I might want to pick up smoking. How do you get so cool, Kim? Let's not be that. Right then, the debrief. Yes, he pulls out a cigarette. It's been a long and eventful day. How do you think we went? The lieutenant raises his eyebrows. Well, we didn't really look at the body, you're right. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great. Though you really dropped the ball on inspecting the body, he doesn't want you feel too discouraged, probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking. Don't worry, Kim. I'll totally be up for inspecting the body tomorrow. I'm sorry. This is another I'm sorry bit. I couldn't do more today. I'm just not very good cop, am I? That's too apologetic. No, too... demeaning? I generally prefer to start with searching the scene and then move on to dealing with dead bodies. That's a good answer, I think. Or maybe we could just say, look, don't worry, we can check it out tomorrow. I look forward to that. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him, so that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. That's fine, Kim. We talked to Joyce Macier, but didn't get any information from her. He frowns. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. I agree. If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important. That's fine by me. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? Jam rock shuffle. Raise money for charity. Yeah, that's how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his fingers in cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man your age and in those heels. Yeah, I agree. My feet will be killing me. He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles. Suddenly, nice shoes. By the way, I like the green. Goes with the orange. And green doesn't sort of go with orange sometimes. So what are your powers exactly, the RCM? They're quite limited actually. The power officers of the Ravishore citizens militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offences in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. Why not more? RCM's preliminary role is to ensure safety. We're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravishore. Wouldn't that be an easy part of abuse? Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Oh, interesting. Okay, what else? We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. What? Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they're eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. Oh, that's interesting. Is that... I don't know anything about legalities. Is that sort of how certain systems work around the world? That's interesting. Well, I guess there are like, what is it? Servers, they go to people's, well, they go up to suspects or something like that and serve them. And they have to turn up, the suspects, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Turn up to court. I see if someone resists, as you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we're permitted to use whatever force is necessary and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. If I kill someone while on duty, what happens to people we convict? You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handle these cases thoroughly. By cross-examining you for inconsistencies, it is hard to cover for everyone, which is for the best. What happens to people we convict? We don't convict, we arrest and send them to coalition government's court in Quran and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. He taps in his coat pocket, where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules? The coalition government and the Moralintern more broadly. RCM was formed by coalition government to restore order in international zone after the revolution, so we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order, no more, no less. Okay. His gaze is absolutely fixed on the window below that just went dark, or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Ravishore or coalition government founded the RCM. What window was he looking at? There's no lights down there. Unless he's talking about a bookshop. Let's say it was a citizen of Ravishore. Let's say it was a coalition government. Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the Moralintern leases us the right. Moralintern leases us the right to keep the peace in the city, and they will take it away if we misuse it, or if they think you do. There's a lot of stuff here. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. He pulls on his cigarette. You know who they are. They run this place after the revolution failed. Okay, they're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the rail belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. Oh my goodness. What do they believe in? What do they believe in? They are DeLoreans. DeLoreans. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Dolores Day. Others say they're just technocrats. What the? Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day. What is this symbol? Interesting question. This blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that. Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Who was Dolores Day? Historic figure all through the modern age, he thinks. You have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. This whole thing's too abstract for me. What do you think of them? The moral lantern are a fact. I try not to have opinions of facts until they change, and he looks at the city below. It doesn't look like that's about to happen. It's more than that. There's some kind of affection in him. Better not ask. Yes, I did when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself more or less a blue forget-me-not piece of the sky, he quotes. They're not all that bad. That's another lead motif associated with moralism. That's beyond me. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. He thinks, then changes his mind. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me. I have an opinion on the moral lantern. Do you? The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. This isn't humanism. Oh, how can I actually say that though? Whoa. Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us right to police Ravishore. This sounds like it could become a very bad situation, like a police state. I am working for the police, but to have more power could lead to abuse and corruption, because power, too much of it is just dangerous. I'm going to ignore this. This is ideological in a way. Well, they all are sort of ideological, but this is something that sounds like it lacks a lot of understanding in very reductionist point of view. Not very, but from what I have seen and heard of the characters and the history of this world, it seems to lean towards this. Like, you know, the rich having a lot of power. I mean, that goes with anything in real life as well. but it's very hard to really deconstruct this. I don't think it's even possible. Like with these few choices, it's one of those things that have, I don't know, endless debate possibilities. I can't decide. And that's very, like, we are Stooges, the world's biggest, I forgot how to pronounce that word, biggest organization. Bourgeois, I think it's a bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. See, I struggle with these dialogues sometimes. I really struggle to try to figure it out, or I'm just thinking too much. But that's what this game does. It makes me think too much. I'm scared of these two options. This is really knocking at them, the moralists. We're in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from MI. Without them, we're simply vigilantes. Maybe we should make our own law. You think that's easy? Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop, but a hypothetical aside. In Martinez, we already are vigilantes. At least the union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging. He looks at the roundabout. Can we have some more of that conversation? We can go back into that again. Huh. It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral religion leases us the right to keep the peace in the city. Take it away if we misuse it. Oh, yeah, we've heard that. Oh, we just come back. It won't let us pick that other option anymore. Or maybe I pick... No. I'm having difficulty keeping track of the branching dialogue. Dying lights of the city shimmer below, slowly like luminous clouds that pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looked at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. Finally, he pulls on the cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here, and the mouth of that kid, Kuno, is different inland, in Gemrock and the Gree. Why are they like this? It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often, this place has fallen between the cracks. The jurisdictions of our two precincts, and in Jamrock and Gree." He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We run the city. West of the river is RCM land." Oh, really? It's incredibly hard. Human beings are. He shakes his head. But we are in control. And it's worth it. The organization works. Our system works. If they didn't, this city would disintegrate. Yeah, I like to be an idealist. Or hopeful idealist? Is that the right term? Me too, he says quietly. Oh, I got a achievement. Good is of the good cops. Me too, he says quietly, but I won't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. I'm slurring now. Getting tired. Went to bed at like 11:30 last night. Couldn't sleep. Was playing our game, and then I did sleep even after playing it. And then I got up at like 4. Terrible. I had too many cups of coffee, I think. Lost count. Oh, no, I didn't lose count. Thank you for this. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Like, freaking almost 11:30. Wait, do you have anything else?
Yes?
Nope. That person's still out there. Sitting out in the cold. Yeah, see you in the morning, Kim.
Yes?
Bye. He just vanishes. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna do this. We don't have cash. That just scares me. %. Know the origin. Use your chain cutters to fix the force that stops steam from fogging up the mirror. Oh yeah. Oh, we can level up, but not just yet. %. No. Alright. Crawl in. Alright, when he wakes up, I'm going to bed for real. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come. But I want to sleep. Why? Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow, check the blanket, roll to the other side. Check the pillow. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm breathing. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen to me in real life too. How it reflects my reality. Under your thrumming eyelids you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. Oh, colors spelled with a U. Oh yes, it is made in Britain, I think, this game. Yes, I think you mentioned that before. or a British company made this game. You won't get off this carousel so easily. Roll over to the other side. It's a little better. It's a little better. Color scenes and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep, and images start forming. Oh, we're in a dream realm. Fascinating. Oh, we can save it. We're gonna have to come back to this another time. Fascinating. Right. That's it for now. Thank you, Wobble Penguin, for hanging out. Thank you, anyone else that's lurking and watching this on the archives. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a good day or night, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you, Wobble Penguin. You too, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.